Hello guys, very good evening all of you, and yes, welcome to our session for residential status and scope of total income. Just give me a minute, let me see if the live video is visible here. I'm so sorry, I got just delay by a minute. Yep. Okay. So yes, today as it's our part 1 for your residential status and scope of total income, again just follow the simple steps. Put on your website, join my quiz, join the quiz there, put the code for today's session, that is 014060, and quickly join me. Today we are going to take the part 1 of residential status and scope of total income. Yes, I'm waiting for you to join here. Okay, the session key is today 014060. I'm so sorry for yesterday, I couldn't come here because there was a technical error, because of which I wasn't able to participate or I wasn't able to go live. Yeah. Come on, 5 minutes time, quickly join everyone in the quiz. Shrivatsa, Lekna, Rihal, Subha and Ruchita are there. Yes. Mahalakshmi. Okay, we'll wait for another 2 minutes and then we'll start. Come on everyone, quickly come on your live, on this join my quiz and put the code 014060 is the code for today's session. Okay, everyone who are there live on YouTube, come fast, quickly join us because already we are late by 2-3 minutes. Yes. Okay. So I see, it seems everyone is there. No, the live are 16 people and they haven't joined. Everyone haven't joined. Okay, come on guys. I'm waiting for another last minute and then we will start with the quiz. I will just start the clock. Where is my clock? Yeah, let me set it for 1 minute. Okay, so with the 1 minute's time, we'll start with our session. Today there are around 40 questions. We'll complete all the questions and then we'll go forward. Also there is an announcement for change of time. I'm thinking to change the time right from Monday. Tomorrow we will have a holiday and from Monday we'll start back and we'll just change the time. And it seems that we'll take it from 9 to 10. I have a class in between. So I will take at 9 to 10. आराम से शाम में बैठेंगे सब साथ में. We'll quickly do all MCQs and we'll revise. Is the time comfortable to all of you guys? Please, any one of you comment. I am thinking for the time 9 to 10 in the evening. Okay, सुबह नहीं परेशान करूँगा मैं. Okay, चलो, let's start with the quiz. Everyone who are joining in between, you can come here and join back to us. Okay. Yes. Here is question number 1 for you. Again, we will start with the basics. Residential status is to be determined for each Yes, a very simple question for you. For each previous year, each assessment year, each accounting year, or none of the above? Yes, come on, quickly answer everyone. 2 are still remaining to answer. Okay, that's it. So here the right answer is very simple. For each previous year. For each previous year, again we are going to check the residential status by all the provision. If you remember like that by that line, 365 days or more, or 182 days or more, or 4 years in last previous years, you know everything that nicely. Hopefully you are revised this time. कल आपको time मिला था. I don't want many students to go wrong. Okay. Okay. So every year residential status of an SSC change. Is it may change, it will change, will not change, none of the above? Yes? Okay, everyone have given the answer. Very good. All done. Perfect. And answer is it may change. It's not necessary it will change. Okay, it may change. You have to be very specific when the questions are confusing. This is what I repeat always. Okay. Question number 3 is here. Total income of a person is determined on basis of his. Come on, everyone, quickly answer. Resident status, citizen stateship, both A and B, none of the. It's very simple as we are starting with the chapter. Soon it is going to be quite getting complex, and I want you to be very focused. Your residential status is dependent upon what? We have seen this as an example of some famous actors in our class. Okay, and the right answer is here. Option number A. Very good. कौन एक भटक गया था इसमें none of the above के लिए? Please don't do the silly mistakes. Next question. Question number 4. Okay. Non-resident is defined under dash dash. So non-resident is defined where? Under section. Okay. Here the question is particularly taken upon section so that you remember in future. I know अभी तो सब जय माता दी करने वाले हैं. But I have taken some section questions particularly, so hopefully some of you will remember that in future. Yes? Come on, quickly answer. And now onwards, remember this section as well. Okay, so here the right answer is option A, section 230. So please remember from now, non-resident is defined under section 230. See, generally all definitions are given in section 2 only. So 230 defines the non-resident. Which of the following may be RNOR in India? So maybe RNOR. So RNOR, this status is for whom? Individual, HUF, company, both A and B. Yes, come on, so simple. And the right answer is option D, that is A and B, because individual and HUF both can be R and OR. HUF first we see for Karta and then we see the additional condition for the HUF. First we see the business condition and then we see the additional condition for the Karta, if you remember well. Okay, next question. Everyone who are online, please join with our quiz by going to this site and entering the code. To be resident in India, individual has to satisfy basic conditions. First, second, both, either of A or B. So there were two basic conditions. So to be resident, we need to satisfy only one, only two, both, or any one of them. About basic conditions, this question is. Yes, and that answer is option number D. Any one of the two. Guys, who are the one who are giving this answer? Any one condition. The first condition is that you have to be in India for, yes guys, how many? 182 or more days. Or the second condition is more than 60 days, and then in back last 4 years more than 365 days. So any one of these both conditions you have to satisfy. But if you are that Desh Drohi, right, the traitor I used to say you, then the only first condition is applicable to you and you have to satisfy that to be resident. Here is the next question. See guys, in this way we are going to revise as well as we are going to do the same thing. Here is next question. Mr. SM is a citizen of India. Wait a minute. What's happening? What happened? Everyone got disconnected? Yeah, okay. Mr. SM is a citizen of India and is employed on Indian ship. So he is on Indian ship and Indian citizen during the previous year 1920. He leaves for Germany on 15/9/19. Okay, and did not return back during the year. He had been non-resident for past 3 years earlier to that. He was. So here the question is about one of the traitor to whom you have to remember only first condition is applicable. If you satisfy the first condition is resident, or else he will be the non-resident. Come on, I'm giving you more half minutes time to answer this. Yes? Okay. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the right answer is for question number 7, RNOR, resident but not an ordinary resident, because he has been there from 15th of September up to 15th of September he was there in India, which goes to more than 102 days, and hence he will be resident. Then we'll go for the additional conditions, but he won't satisfy additional conditions. The both that need to be satisfied, hence he will be the R and OR. 7 of you were correct. Very good. Here is the next question. Mr. SM, an Indian citizen and is working as a crew member on Indian ship during 1920. He leaves India for Germany on 15/9/19 for holidays and returned back on 1/4/20. Again, he had been non-resident for past 3 years. Okay, please read the complete question. For past 3 years earlier that he was a permanent resident in India. Now what will be his status? Okay, and the right answer is RNOR again. Okay, because again he is not resident for past 3 years. That means simple, he is not going to satisfy the additional conditions, and hence he is going to be RNOR. Next question, guys. If you have any queries with regarding any question, please note the question number. We can take the queries after the session. SM, who was born and brought up in India, left for employment in Dubai. For employment, so he's one of the traitor. On 20th August 2019, his residency status for 1920 is. So please check how many days he was there in India. Only first condition is applicable to him. Okay, and the right answer is he is going to be non-resident. 5 you have given a right answer. Why the other people were confused? Only first condition is applicable to him. And see, on till 20th August he was there in India. So how many days that comes to? April, May, June, July, August. It's less than 182 days. He's not satisfying the first condition itself, and only first condition is applicable to him. Hence he is going to be non-resident. Very simple. Please don't get confused. You have good time. Think nicely and then answer it. Next question. Question number 10. Mr. SM is citizen of India and left India for USA on 16/8/19 for doing business meeting on behalf of his employer, which is Indian company, for exporting goods to USA. He came back to India on 15/9/19. He has been resident in India for past 10 years. So see, he has not gone for employment. He has just gone for a meeting there. So you have to check whether he is a traitor or not, and then you have to decide whether he is ROR or RNOR. Okay. And very good. Maximum of your correct answer. Very good. Next question. Mr. S is a chartered accountant at P Limited. Left India for first time on 10/8/19. I'm so sorry for the years. I wasn't able to update the years. For treatment of his wife for AY 2021. Mr. SM is dash dash. Yes. Just a second. Yes. And the right answer here is very good. Maximum of you were correct. That's ROR. Okay. Even though first time he had left on 10th of August for treatment. So he haven't gone for any of the traitor purpose. Neither for employment, neither for business or on a cruise ship. Very good. Next question is here. Question number 12. An Indian company disputes his employee Mr. P to UK for 2 years starting from 1/7/19, and he leaves India for first time in his life. For income tax authorities contended that Mr. P is not unemployed at the time of leaving India. Hence second basic condition will be applicable, and therefore Mr. P is a resident in India. So please say that whether AO's contention is true or not. I'll just extend the time. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's check for the answer, and the answer is option ROR. Okay, see now here, I'll just take this question. An Indian company disputes its employee Mr. P to UK for 2 years starting from 1/7/19, and he leave India for the first time in his life. So he has left on 1st of July or 1st of June, July. Okay, Income tax authority contended that Mr. P is not unemployed at the time of living India. Hence, second basic condition will be applicable, and therefore Mr. P is resident in India. Okay, so unemployed. How can he can? Okay. So now here the thing is, he has been gone for the work of the Indian company. Okay. So even though he is working outside, but it's for in the employment of India. Okay. Hence here in this status is going to be ROR. Okay. Next question. Mr. SM is a foreign national and India origin. He visited India for 81 days during 4 preceding previous year. He was in India for 400 days. Mr. SM shall be. Just correct that for that. So in current year he was for 81 days. In last 4 years he was for 400 days. He is a foreign national but Indian origin. See, now the things are getting quite confusing. Okay, and the right answer is here. Option number C, non-resident. See guys, he is a foreign national, Indian origin. That means he is working outside India. For him, only first basic condition is applicable, and the first basic condition is that he should be in India for 182 or more days. He is not satisfying, hence he is straightforward non-resident. The guys who answered R and OR, why you got confused, guys? He has been, even though he is for 400 days in previous 4 years, but that's not any way useful, because we don't give him second condition to satisfy. He is one of the traitor, and we give him only and only first condition to satisfy. Okay. Next question. Mr. P was born in India in 1989. His father was born in India in 1974 and his mother was born in England in 1976. His grandfather was born in England in 1944 and his grandmother was born in China in 1946. So amazing. Okay. So Mr. SM along with his parent took citizenship of England in 1995. Mr. SM is a person origin of India, citizen of India, a foreign national, or none of the above. What do you think? If you remember well, what was the definition of person origin of India? Yes? We have learned that a person will be known as a person origin of India when he himself, either of parent or either of grandparent, has born in India or born in an undivided India. Okay. So here, as he, see here, has to be born in undivided India. Okay, that means before 1947. Now here Mr. P was born in India after 1947. Father was born in India but again in divided India. His mother was born in England, so that's not a question only. His grandfather was in England, his grandmother was in China, which were before 1947. So to be a person origin of India, see, you do not need to see where the person has been born. We have to see his origin, and if his origin is like from where either parents or grandparents, that origin should be in India before the undivided India. Here, even though his father was from India, but it was after the you can say freedom or after the dividation of India. So none of his parents or grandparents are from undivided India, born in. Hence, he is a foreign national, not an Indian origin. See, so small words are also so much impact, making so much impact, and we understand this when we do the MCQ practice. That's why we are here. Okay, let's go to the next question. Also, if you have any query, please hold on the question number with you. I will take your queries later on. Mr. SM was born in UK. His parents were born in India in 1941, undivided India. His grandparents were born in USA, not an issue. Mr. X is, see, now you will answer it very correctly. I don't want anyone answer it wrong now. Yes. See, either of parent or grandparent should be born in undivided India. That's what the only condition is. Okay, and the right answer is option number A. Guys, यहाँ पे ये क्यों आए 5 जन? His parents were born in India before 1947. That's it. Done. Anyone, see, mother or father or grandmother or grandfather, anyone of this should be born in undivided India. मतलब पाकिस्तान में रहा तो भी चलेगा. Before 1947. Okay? Now don't get confused on this part. Next question. Question number 16. Mr. SM was born in India in 1979. Later on took citizenship of Australia. Okay. His parents were born in India in 1949. His grandfather was born in Rawalpindi, that is in Pakistan, and his grandmother was born in London. But his grandfather was born in Rawalpindi, that is in Pakistan, before undivided India before 1947. So now say me what will be the status of Mr. SM? अभी कोई भटकेगा नहीं यहाँ, जो भटकेगा उसे बहुत दूंगा मैं. Where is Real? He is not answering. Rockstar, he is not answering. Okay. And the answer is he is a person origin of India. Very good. Because we want anyone of our parents or grandparents to be in India before 1947. Okay. If you have any queries, please come on the live chat on YouTube and let me know. Next question. Question number 17. Mr. SM is a person origin of India, comes to India on 29/10/19 and plans to stay here for 185 days. During 4 years prior to 1920, he was in India for 750 days. He was never in India before that. For assessment year 2021, he shall be what? Yes. Are you enjoying the session, guys? Please message on the YouTube live. I will get to know then. ऐसे लग रहा मैं खुद से बातें कर रहा हूँ. Okay. And the right answer is NR, non-resident. Why? Please check this again nicely. He is a person of Indian origin and comes to India on 29/10/19. Guys, he came to India. For whatever days he is planning, that's not a concern right now. But he came to India on 29/10/19. Means 29 of October. So 29 October से आप days calculate करिए कितना आता देखो. November 30, December, Jan, Feb, March plus 29 and 30 31 3 days of October. It comes to only 154. This was a tricky question. Why? Because here they have said that he is planning for 185 days, but whatever days he is planning, we have to see in financial year 1920 how many days he was in India. In financial year 1920, he is in India for only 154 days. Okay, and when in the year 1920 he is in 154 days, that's it. Condition number 1 not satisfied, and hence he will become non-resident. You have to be very alert while you are reading the question and interpreting the same. Who to given this right answer? Let me check if I can get it here. No. Okay. Anyways, very good. Let's move on to the next question. Mr. SM is a foreign citizen. His father was born in Delhi in 1951 and mother was born in England in 1950. His grandfather was born in Delhi in 1922. Mr. P visited India to see Taj Mahal and other historical places. He came to India on 1st of November for 200 days. That doesn't matter how many days he was there, you have to check that. He has never been in India before that. So please say me the status of Mr. SM. So he is person origin of India, and depending upon that, please check the status. I will add the time of 15 seconds to you. So for person origin of India, only condition number 1 has to be satisfied. Please check if he is satisfying the condition or not. Last 10 seconds. Okay. And the right answer is option number C, non-resident. And that's very good, very perfect. As he is less than 1 days in current previous year, that is 1920. So he is non-resident. Very good. See, now you have been very well aware of this fact now. Next question. Additional conditions are to be satisfied to be ROR is. So they have simply asked you what is the additional conditions. Very simple question. We'll just take 30 questions today. We'll take the next question on Monday at 9. Please remember the time on Monday. That is going to be 9 PM. Okay, and the right answer is option C. Very good. Everyone has given correct answer. Next question. If Anirudh has stayed in India in previous year 1920 for 181 days and he is a non-resident in 9 out of previous 10 previous years immediately preceding the current previous year, and he has stayed in India for 365 days in 4 previous year immediately preceding the current previous year, further 420 days in all 7 years immediately preceding the current year, please say what is the residential status. So another confusing question for you. Who is going to see you are testing all the whether you are well aware of all the conditions or not. Okay, and the right answer is R and OR. Very good, very good. Next question. Everyone please participate in quiz. Mr. SM is a foreign national, comes to India on 5/10/19 for 210 days. Okay, this is his first visit to India. Please check his residential status. The right answer is option C. Very good. 8 out of you are given correct answer. Next question. As you have to check how many days were there in the previous year. Karta of HUF is non-resident in AY 2021. Then HUF is, yes, Karta is non-resident, then what about HUF? Come on, quickly answer. And the right answer is any of the above. Now why is this question? Guys, for HUF in residential status, we have learned that first condition is you have to check whether the business of HUF is partly or wholly in India. If it is so, it is resident, or else it is going to be non-resident. and then we have to check for karta. So if only karta status is given, that doesn't anyway that doesn't anyway conclude you what will be the status of HUF, because the first condition for HUF is to check whether the business is conducted from India or not. So karta is an R, that doesn't mean HUF will be an R. Okay, that's the second condition. So any of the above was the most appropriate answer here. Very good. The three persons who have given it rightly. Okay, next question. Determine the residency status of HUF if HUF C and M, control and management, is wholly situated in India and karta is non-resident. Now answer it carefully. Okay, and the right answer here is option number D, ROR or RNOR. Wait a minute. See, first condition, HUF's whole business is in India, so it is a resident. Correct. Then they have asked you that whether the karta, when the karta is non-resident, what will be the status of your what do we say, HUF. So again, now here the karta is non-resident, hence the status is again in a confusion. Here it can be both, again depending upon any other adult member. Okay, so here as karta is as karta is NR, so we will see the status of any other adult member, and depending upon that will be the HUF status. So the answer here was option D, ROR or RNOR both. See, things are quite confusing now because we are going into in detail and we are trying to see different sort of situations. Okay, but you please keep your basics strong enough so that you won't be confused. Okay, and try to incorporate all these new things which you are learning in these MCQ sessions. That's what the main intention for this session are. Okay, next question. HUF of Mr. P consisting of himself, his wife and two sons is assessed to tax. Residential of state of HUF is equal to non-resident when it will be a non-resident. That's what they ask you. का भी पक्का नहीं रहेगा. Yes, and the right answer is option number B. Very good. Where its control and management is wholly outside India, then it is going to be non-resident. If even in part or wholly in India, then it is going to be resident. Next question. Question number 25. Just 5 to go. If karta is ROR in India, but control and management of HUF is situated partly outside India, in previous year, HUF is, now it is a quite complex question. Try to analyze it nicely. Control and management is partly outside India, that means partly in India. Okay, and the right answer is option A, ROR. Very good. All of you are getting almost correct answer. Question number 26. Okay. Mr. P is Karta of HUF doing business at Pune. Mr. P is residing in Dubai for past 10 years and visited India for 20 days every year for filing income tax return of HUF. His two major sons take care of the business of day-to-day affairs of the business in India. Residential status of HUF is yes. Okay, and the right answer is here. Option number B, RNOR. Why RNOR? Because the business firstly is partly is in India, so not satisfying the additional conditions. Hence, the HUF becomes RNOR. Are you clear, guys? Everyone? Okay. Next question. Residency status of company is determined under section. It is a section question. I know everyone is going to do Jai Mata Di, so do it quickly and remember this section from now onwards. Okay, and the right answer is here. Section 6.6, option C. So 2 out of all were correct. That's it, not an issue. Plus, please remember now onwards. Hence, I have specifically taken some of the sections. By chance, I got the yaad ho gaya, it's a good thing. Okay, next question. A company is considered to be resident if it is an Indian company. During previous year, foreign company's poem is situated in India, both A and B, any of the above. Yes. And the right answer is option number C, both, because Indian company is always going to be in India, okay, a resident, and foreign company whose poem is in India, even that is going to be resident. So C was the most appropriate answer. Any of the above won't be an answer, because if you are saying any of the above, that means all three are going to be correct, but that's not the case. Only first two are is correct. That's the correct one. So you have to see again. You have to be most appropriate. Next question. Last second question for today. Okay. Indian company would be resident in India if its poem is India, poem is outside India, or shelters are India, or directors are ROR. Yes, a quite confusing question. See, here the question may ask you in the sense that even if its poem is outside India, it is going to be resident. That's what they need to ask here. Actually, the question is vague here. I agree with you. So even if you are doing it wrongly, not an issue. But the answer is poem is outside India. Why? Because see, Indian company is always going to be a resident of India, whether its poem is outside India or not. The question here is vague. I agree. I'm sorry for this. But here the answer, the most appropriate answer would be, even the question is vague, Indian company would be resident in India if its poem is outside India still. उससे poem से कोई लेना देना ही नहीं है, because it's an Indian company, and once you have tag of Indian company, wherever you want to do the business, you are going to be resident in India. Okay, so I'm sorry for this question. Let's go to the next and the last question for today's session. A company incorporated outside India having its poem fully situated in India in the previous year will be treated as. Company is incorporated outside India but its poem is in India. हम क्या बोलेंगे उसे? Yes. Very simple question. Poem is in India, even though company is incorporated outside India. Come on, everyone, answer it quickly. Last 5 seconds to go. Okay. And that answer is option number D. It is going to be resident. Why? Because its poem is in India. And R और ये R&R वाले कहाँ से आ गए? R&R is not status for company. R&R status can be only for individual and HUF. Company, partnership firm, LLP, this can be either resident or non-resident. That's it. इनके basic में ही गड़बड़ है. Okay, let's end our session for today. Wait a minute. Is there no option for ending the session? Okay, we'll just go to the leaderboard. Okay, first is Viksha, second is Shriram, and third is Shubha. That's amazing. Congratulations for all three of you. Okay, we are going to continue these sessions day after tomorrow on Monday, but the time